Most people think that when you try to wash your car very fast or quickly or efficiently, I would say, they feel like you are cutting corners, you're not doing something right, you're doing something wrong because you didn't spend enough time detailing the car. I used to run into this. In fact, this was a big hurdle that I had to overcome when I was mobile detailing because I got a lot more efficient with my time. That's actually something that I see as a major problem with detailers is that they're not efficient and they don't know their chemicals correctly. And so they spend a lot more time doing things than need to. A good quick example of that is using a paste wax for a simple wash and wax service when you could use a spray wax. You're going to get essential, or even a spray ceramic. You're essentially going to get better protection much quicker using a spray ceramic than you would with, say, a carnauba wax. But I still see it, detailers out there using a carnauba wax, a hand wax, a liquid wax. It is actually worse for the customer. It takes way longer than it needs to, and you're actually getting a worse result. So a lot of people think that taking more time means you actually did it right, when that's not necessarily true. Of course, there are some instances where that is true and things just take time, but for the sake of this podcast or for the sake of this video, I want to show you and let you know of a couple quick hacks that you could do to really wash your car under 20 minutes. Now, this may not be something that you can do every time you wash your car, but I think it is something that you can do most often, because I think if you're like me or like most people, you either can't, even if you want to, or you don't want to spend hours and hours and hours every weekend maintaining your car. I personally would like to spend a little bit more time than I do washing my car, but one of the hacks that I've found to do a quicker car wash is to actually maintain the car throughout the whole entire week. So this is something I used to do as a mobile detailer. This is something I currently do on my own personal car because I'm very, very, very particular about the condition of my car pretty much at all times. And so when I was a mobile detailer, one of the hacks, and the hack that I found to work very, very well, is I would just clean the rims, glass, and dress the tires. And every day I would do some form of that. So that was mainly like wiping down the rims, maybe cleaning the front windshield. In fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do today. And so what that does is when you go to your weekly wash or bi-weekly wash, you've already kind of maintained everything through the week, right? And so for me, with the interior of my car, because I have the complete cabin cleaner and I actually use toughest shell off label on the interior of my car, I pretty much wipe down the inside of my car every other day, and then I'll vacuum it usually every 3 to 4 days, kind of depending upon what I did. Right? But chances are you don't have just endless amounts of time on the weekend to maintain your car. If you do, hooray, congratulations. I think that's what we all aspire to do, right? Be able to take as long as we want. But just because you don't have a ton of time to do it doesn't mean that you can't still get a very good service on your car. And really the core is efficiency. It's not necessarily skipping steps. And this is what I tried to explain to my customers when I was a mobile detailer. I kind of got to this predicament in mobile detailing where I felt like the market in my current area really couldn't support a higher per detail range. And so I came to this crossroads, and maybe it was through a podcast even when I was interviewing someone, but I thought, man, there's two things I could do. I could rate to make more money. I could raise prices, or I could get more efficient. If I feel like I'm already kind of capped out at the price range, then I need to get more efficient and have that 4-hour detail take me 2 hours, right? Because essentially you make more money per hour, right? And so the thing I kept butting up against though is that when you detail a car too fast, and by too fast that is so subjective, but faster than people think it should take, you start getting complaints about, wow, that was quick. Wow, how did you do that? You know? And so what I used to always constantly have to explain is that with a system and efficiencies, I could be faster and give a better result, even like the carnauba wax compared to a spray ceramic example that I used. And what I realized is that the process and the products that you're using always matter. And that's how you're going to be able to speed up your game. So I just realized most people are wasting time without even realizing it. And one of the areas that they're doing that is either with overcomplicated steps, they are not using the right chemicals or the chemicals that would actually make them more efficient. They're constantly jumping to and fro from product brands. And so depending upon the product brand, they have different dilution ratios. Some products of product brands just don't work as well. And so I think dialing in your system efficiently is really the key. And also kind of having everything prepped out. So if you know that you're going to be washing your car, kind of pre-setting out your stuff, pre-filling your foam cannon, pre-getting your dilution bottles ready, your towels ready, kind of staging everything ready will really, really help speed up the process when you go to actually wash your car as well. So I think having the proper setup, then like laying everything out, right, is part of being efficient, and then having a product brand that you're dialed in with that you know works, and then making sure that the chemicals that you have are doing what you want them to do. So I think as we kind of get into the process of washing the car, I think there's two major things that I see people still make the mistake on. The first one is that they pre-rinse the car. I've talked about this ad nauseum, I really have, and there's really no hang up on it. I think it's just different, and so people are hesitant to it. But pre-rinsing your car, and I really don't see anyone, it's kind of not my hill to die on, but I really don't see any pushback on it either. I actually see a lot more acceptance than pushback. Foaming a dry car and not pre-rinsing with a steady stream of water will not only speed up your detailing time, but actually gives you a better result. And it's one of those things, I think overseas and in the UK, pre-soaking and pre-foaming a car is very, very common. In the US, it wasn't as common as a process. I think it's becoming more common and kind of becoming the norm because it's just better and you use less water. I realized in doing tests myself, doing a side-by-side on the same car, like pre-rinsing with a steady stream of water virtually does almost nothing. And I used to say, and I'm actually changing my stance on it quite a bit, if you have heavy buildup, go ahead and pre-rinse and knock that off. I'm personally actually changing my stance on that slowly but surely, because even if you have a bunch of mud, you have a bunch of caked up dirt, getting full concentration or the maximum concentration of foam and cleaning ability on that is going to help break it down so that when you do go to pre-rinse with your steady stream of water, it's going to be even better, right? So before I used to be like, oh, if you have like heavy buildup with mud or something like that, go ahead and pre-rinse that off, then foam. I'm actually saying just completely foam a dry car regardless of the condition, because I think it's that much more efficient and then that much better, that much quicker to get to the result that you're looking for, right? And then another area that I see a lot of people spend just an ungodly amount of time on, frankly, that they don't need to, is around the rims and tires. Alkaline cleaners and APCs or whatever can be just as detrimental to wheels as an acid can be. The only difference is that acid is going to, or an acid-based product used correctly, of course, follow the manufacturer's guidance on this. An acid-based cleaner, though it has limitations and it can damage some surfaces, it, from a straight cleaning standpoint, is so much more effective than an iron remover, than a dedicated wheel cleaner. Now, the tire is a different story, I will say, but I just don't think you need to scrub your tire endlessly, right? But I see people use a wheel cleaner, a wheel and tire cleaner, an iron remover, maybe both at the same time, and they spend forever on each wheel and tire, like literally minutes and minutes and minutes and minutes. When it's like you could just use an acid-based cleaner, like Pure Magic cleaner, and that would clean up in a heartbeat. And in fact, it would clean the barrel even faster too, and you may not even need to scrub it. So there's where you could save a ton of time with wheel cleaning. Again, follow the manufacturer's directions of the wheel cleaner of your choice, obviously, but people have been scared of acid-based cleaners for so long, and we're kind of seeing a resurgence of them. I think Pure Magic Cleaner leading the way, but because they are so good and so effective at cleaning rims. And so, yeah, those two areas are major areas. So what I would do is I would use Pure Magic Cleaner diluted 4:1, making sure that it's safe on your rim. I would spray all the rims, or if you're working in direct sun, spray the shaded side first and then the sun side second. Foam the entire dry car. This would be considered your kind of like pre-soak, right? And so this is where everything's starting. You need to cover the whole entire car, including the rims and tires, and let it dwell. Let it dwell for as long as you can. I recommend, for my product, pre-soaks may have different, recommendations, but I noticed that if you can let it dwell 3 to 5 minutes, this is going to take care a ton of the dirt first. See, traditionally, you would pre-rinse with water, and then you would have your 2-bucket method, and you would go directly into a contact wash with after after just a steady stream of water. But that doesn't remove nearly enough buildup on the car. So you really need a pre-soak. But really, if you're not pre-rinsing and you're pre-soaking instead, it really doesn't take any more time. In fact, it's faster, right? Now you rinse all that off. You rinse off your pre-foam. You rinse down your rims and tires that you sprayed Pure Magic Cleaner on. And honestly, within a matter of minutes, call it, 6 or 7 minutes, because you let the foam dwell for 5. And so you really only have about 3 minutes of working time, 2 or 3 minutes of working time. Your car is going to be very, very clean. Now, what you can do if you want to make it 100%, foam a second time, but now on this foam, you're getting tons of lubrication from your soap, especially if you're using the super soaper, and then you've already knocked off the vast majority of the dirt on the car. When you go in for your contact wash, you can literally buzz around the car so quickly, and you have no buckets. You do not need any buckets. Saving time, saving water, saving energy, right? Now you do your light contact wash, minimal pressure, and you're just really finishing the job off. Right? And then you do your final rinse, but your rims are going to be clean. Your tires are going to be looking good. The paint and windows are going to be looking really good. And after that final rinse, you can, if you're using deionized water, you can go in and just drive off and be done, right? Literally a 10-minute car wash. If you need an extra 5 minutes to take a massive drying towel and go around the whole entire car, that's how you could do it. And you're literally in it 15, 20 minutes to do the whole entire car. Obviously, if you want to dress the tires, it's going to add a little bit more time. I suggest all dressed up, obviously, but the tire shine is your choice. And obviously, if you want to kind of wipe the door jambs, do a little bit more, vacuum the interior, it's going to take a little bit more. But again, if you're kind of dialing it in little by little all week, maybe spending a few minutes here and there, a few minutes every day, just kind of taking out the trash, maybe doing a light vacuum on another day. That's another thing that I find myself doing a lot is I won't do the complete package at one time, but I'll do like, okay, I'm going to do the interior today, and then tomorrow I'm going to wash the car, right? I'm going to do the outside today, and tomorrow I'm going to do the car. I'm going to clean my rims and tires today because tomorrow I'm going to wash the rest of the car, right? And so actually breaking it up across multiple days and just doing little by little is one hack that I found to stay really consistent when I'm in a time crunch, because then you don't have things build up. And when you have things build up, it takes just much longer to go through it, right? And so I know that that's harder to do with some people, but a couple things that I've found is doing that. Just obviously being efficient with your stuff, setting your stuff up so it's ready to go. So you're not, filling your foam cannon, you're not refilling your interior cleaner, you're not re-diluting your tire dressing, kind of taking time throughout the week to kind of do that, because it only takes a couple minutes to even do that. And then cleaning out the trash in your car. I keep extra microfiber towels in my car. And so if I'm at like a red light and I'm, the dash is getting a little dusty for me, or the tech screen has a bunch of fingerprints, I'll just go in and kind of touch it up even at the red light, right? It's not taking any time for me to do that, but I know it's kind of pennies in the bank and it's going to save me a ton of time later. Right? I rock all weather mats. So all weather mats are easy to take out. I even will take them out and foam them on my first foam of the car wash and then rinse them. And those are pretty much taken care of. Then I can leave them out to dry. That's another hack for all weather mats. But again, Pure Magic Cleaner and acid-based wheel cleaner is going to save you a ton of time. Pre-soaking, pre-foaming a dry car is going to save you a ton of time. And kind of working through the week to maintain it. If you have a lunch break, you can wipe your car down on a lunch break, keep a microfiber towel and maybe, a complete cabin cleaner pre-diluted in your glove box. That's another hack, and you can kind of touch it up as you go. If you have kids sports like I do, drop them off at practice. You're looking to kill a little bit of time. You could wipe down the interior. You can clean your front windshield. You can clean your windows. All these in-between times really add up during the week. And then when it comes to the weekend or, whatever day your weekend is, it can really speed up your wash process. So those are ways and hacks that I found to kind of really cut down the time it takes, the time I've dedicated to wash my car or detail my car. And then of course, if you need to polish out a section or you need to recoat a panel, those things obviously will take more time, but there are these little hacks that I found that I've incorporated because I'm a busy guy, right? And so even though I'm operating in this detailing space and it's still a high priority for me to have a clean car pretty much at any given time, these are the small ways that I've tried to incorporate into my kind of daily life so that I'm not, required to spend an hour and a half or 2 hours on a Friday afternoon or a Saturday morning unless I want to. But to be honest, my schedule with just my personal life doesn't allow for that currently. I have 3 kids that are in sports and running multiple businesses. It's just a lot. And so I found, but I actually really enjoy washing my car, and I find a lot of it is still definitely my therapy. And so I enjoy it a lot. And so I use these breaks either during the day, a couple times a day, or, you know, every other day or every third day or whatever, to kind of catch a break, catch some time to myself. And I know that it's kind of saving me time in the future, especially because I maintain my car and my wife's car. And yeah, so with that, hopefully that helps. That's definitely how you could wash your car in 20 minutes though. Pre-soak, pre-foam a dry car, regardless of how dirty it is. Rinse it off. Use Pure Magic Cleaner on the wheels and tires. Foam it a second time. You could buzz over it with a contact wash if you need to. Rinse that. Use a big drying towel. A quick hack, a little side note hack, is while you're drying, why not just use 1 spray per panel of toughest shell? Then you're going to add on protection, paint protection. The car's going to look even better. It's going to look super glossy, be super slick, and it really adds no time to drying. I would incorporate some sort of blower as well in the drying process to just help speed up the drying, but you don't have to do that either. And of course, deionized water would be a giant plus if you're going to be doing this often. So with that, let me know what other hacks you found that can kind of help speed up the process, or do you just like to spend all day on the weekend detailing your car? If you do, I can't wait to get there in my life, and I will eventually get back to that. But yeah, and I will link all the products below. Of course, thank you for the support of the channel. It's the support, buying the products is why I can keep doing videos like this. So I greatly appreciate your support, supporting my product brand. We've already seen some other influencer brands come and go, and so I feel very fortunate that mine is still around. It is a grind, let me tell you. So I kudos to all those that are fighting to keep your brand alive and doing success or having success with that. It is a total grind. And so I appreciate the support. I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate you guys emailing back and forth. I love doing that kind of stuff. So with that, I will link everything below and the Amazon links as well. Thanks for the support over there, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.